Yo, 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 yo. We are live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How's it going on this fine Tuesday, I think? Fine Tuesday? Okay, we are. Looks like the stream is running. That is excellent. Welcome to the stream, first and foremost. I hope we enjoyed yesterday's stream of playing Hentai vs. Evil. On today's stream, we're going to be playing Back to the Future. So my plan for this is I'll probably play this for a week just to get enough B-roll content, and as part of one of the sort of wider projects that I'm actually working on, I'm working on platinuming, like, I think I said that right, even though I like saying Telltale. So that's the plan for sort of the upcoming streams, because I may play this just in my own personal downtime as well, just to get through it. Because if I go onto PlayStation profiles, it's only a 10-hour game. Okay, it's not actually that long as I thought it might have been. For some reason, I was kind of scared to think that the game could actually take a little bit longer. I don't know why I had 60 minutes in my head for some strange reason. I thought 60 minutes, 60 hours for some reason. There are actually some missable trophies as well to watch out for. So yeah, we'll hopefully not miss them out because they could be quite long. But oh goodness, so sorry for the loud noises. I'll put my mouse onto the mouse pad so we don't get any harsh noises. But here we go. This is Back to the Future. We're going for the Platinum Trophy. So, let's get into it. Okay, so like any Telltale game, there's 5 episodes. And the first episode that we're playing is It's About Time. So, let's get into this. Oh my goodness, there's so many screens. Yeah, I'd want to see this.
All right, I'm ready.
But I'm in the past. Am I in the past?
I'm standing on the parking
I mean,
lot
technically the
between
stream
Pines
is
Mall. It's Saturday morning,
in the
October
past.
26th,
Because when I say things, it's delayed. I don't know. Aiden,
This
hello.
is Televoice
Good evening.
Number
You've
1.
already confused me.
Come on, Ivy.
It's been
Hey,
about 3
boy, get
minutes.
in there. That boy.
No, it's been a minute.
Get down. Get your
Wait, no,
seatbelt
yeah,
on.
3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes.
That's it.
Whoa,
I'm already
whoa,
confused.
whoa.
Confusion.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch ahead.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
What the heck?
I tell you, 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Doc, who the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein...
Do you know what? I think I made a boo-boo. I picked the
Alright, I'm
wrong
ready.
option already
Good
as a
evening.
trophy.
I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at
Oh, you can't skip any of it
It's
either.
Saturday
Okay.
morning, October 26th,
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays, because I played the
1985,
Guardians of the
1:18 a.m.,
Galaxy one, and it was a
this is
really
temporal
weird
experiment number one. Come on,
playthrough. Actually, the settings. Just wanna, yeah, make sure the music's down as much as possible. Because even when I was playing the game last night on stream, it's been like copyrighted. It's not
That's it.
affected it
Whoa, whoa.
as
whoa.
such.
Okay.
But it still just had like a copyright flag from one of like the songs obviously in it.
Right, check.
And no doubtably that this game is bound to have some copyright things, surely.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
But
What's this?
I
Okay. Got it.
definitely feel like I've watched like at least one Back to the Future film, but like gun to my head, I couldn't tell you what they're actually like about, which is probably quite poor, seeing as they are like kind of cult classics. Like they're really, or I say really good films without being able to comment, but like they're good films for like their time period at least anyway.
Correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell?
His
are
head
they?
is such a
See,
funny shape.
Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler.
Look at it,
I
it's so
sent him
weird.
into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna
Bro,
build
that
a
is
time
just
machine
such a
into
weird
car,
head
why not
shape.
do it with some style? Besides,
It's just like his head has had like a suction cup on it.
Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Does nobody know if these are like
What
the
happened to
real
Einstein?
voice
Maybe
actors?
concern is probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Hey, Deja Marty. Perfectly repeated the dialogue while repeating Doc's temporal experiment. So that trophy's quite cool. It's kind of like an Easter egg or callback to like the original film. I think like that happens in the first film. So you just replicate the dialogue, which is pretty cool. Right. He needs his note. Walk Marty until you can see the toolbox. Okay, this is kind of painful that you can't like move the camera angle with the right stick. But that's okay.
Notebook.
I didn't see you in a bit. See you in a bit. Enjoy your food.
Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N, carry the 9, then...
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu.
Is this game happening despite the other ones happening? Like it's kind of like a not a paradox,
Doc?
like different time. Wait, what? Oh, Matt, it's been like 5 minutes and I'm already confused.
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
Why was his head see-through there as well? Did anybody else see that? Like the sign went through his head. It was like a transparent.
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Hey, I was about to call the game shit for letting it be transparent, but it turns out he was just fading away. What an eagle eye I've got.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
So it's set in 86. I don't know when that is in relation.
I'm late.
I'm late. I don't know when that's in relation to the main films. Maybe it's after 3, potentially. But Back to the Future, the game. Welcome. Thumbs up. Woo! Episode 1. It's about time. Can't believe yesterday the gestures were working on the camera. I don't think they are today. Oh, there we go. The thumbs up worked. Everybody drop a like. Drop a like. Work. The thumbs up was just working. I don't know why it's why it's so temperamental. The minute some boobs come on stream, it's just gonna go to balloons again. Was it that one for like the balloons? Or do you have to say balloons? Balloons?
Dad,
No.
are we too late to stop?
Thumbs up.
Sail?
Hey.
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
to. It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Okay. Select the items around the lab to make sure Doc doesn't leave anything dangerous around. Okay, so the game can give you hints. That's cool. It's got like a
Hey,
prompt.
let me.
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
It's like it has a button for everything, right? But not the interact button, which is X.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Amplifier controls. That looks
Let's
like
make
it
some
could.
noise.
No.
It took took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Okay, so the search area seems to be... Oh wait, can we go in here? Scientific equipment, surely that's gonna be
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
okay or not.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks
I
just
would have
like the
never
courthouse.
expected that to have
You gotta
something
hand it
hiding.
to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah? So?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse for old time's sake?
I think I'll keep it.
Give it here,
Who,
Biff.
who is this Biff guy?
Well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Oh, damn. Just curious to see how that hint thing worked. Can we not? Jukebox.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Oh, I thought you put the equipment down. Okay, so it's triggered the
Hey, Dad,
guitar thing.
why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Okay, what does square do? Examine. I'll use.
It may not look like much, but it packs a wallop. I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
It's not. This isn't actually the hardest Telltale game
One, two,
to navigate. In fairness, the controls are playing pretty well.
Look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks.
I don't get why Marty just doesn't tell his dad to give him the courthouse, because he's got that Biff guy
Man,
on
your kids
Smash.
have ruined rock and roll.
That should have knocked over the files, right? Did that not knock? Brother.
I miss Einstein.
Have we check the television?
Does nature contrive it?
Oh shit, yeah we have.
Time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example.
Okay, what's with the game? Like glitching out when I walk through that point. It's kind of weird.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Let's have a little
Fish
look in the
tank.
fish
I
tank.
never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Surely you want to explore what's inside of that. No? There's.
Hey, Biff. It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
What's up, Pan? Of course I remember you from the Demon Slayer stream. Of course I do. How's it going this evening? Hope or day. Hope it's going well so far. We will actually be streaming some. Let me just check my stream schedule. I've forgotten to actually put it on YouTube, but it is over on Twitter. We are actually playing Demon Slayer this week, actually. What day? What day are we playing? So we're playing Demon Slayer on Thursday at 7:30 GMT, and then also on Friday at 7 PM GMT. So if you're around in the next couple of days, we'll be back streaming Demon Slayer as well. But hopefully you enjoy Back to the Future.
It's like a piece of Doc.
It's quite the slow start, but like any Telltale game,
I just can't let you
it
keep
is
that
kind of
notebook.
slow.
It's dangerous.
I'm getting kind of
What, is
stuck
it
on
set
what to
explode or something?
Well, in a way.
find.
I'll take my chances.
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
How
All good.
much? Not enough.
Never mind.
Okay, book. Oh no, I don't want to speak to him. The books. There we go.
Hey, Biff.
Oh my word. I'm not.
Never mind.
Is there a different way to use these controls? Okay, I can use the D-pad. It said books, I swear. Am I going crazy? I swear it said books instead of Biff. Yeah, look, it's saying... Wait, a mind-reading
Looks like that
helmet.
was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Oh, wait, no. Right. Jukebox books, there we go.
Doc sure did love his Jules Verne. Seems kind of empty without the courthouse. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
Alright, what is the dealy do here? Talk to George and tell him to let Marty fight his own battles. I mean, we definitely need to get the thing off of that Biff guy.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
Right,
Yes, you can.
the dad looks so
Okay,
high. What the
son,
fuck
I'll
is wrong with his
stay out of your
eyes?
You know where to find me.
He looks. Jesus. Oh my word.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Do you know what, Pan? I was tempted by the JJK Curse class, but it just like I was really considering getting it, and then I saw like more of the gameplay, and
Now
it
that
just looked
is a dangerous
so bad. Like it looked really like it was a PlayStation 3 game.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again. I better not crank
And
it up
if I'm
anymore.
correct in thinking
I
as
wanna
well, the
blow this thing
platinum's
out
like
again.
really grindy. Like you need to play like loads of online battles,
Now,
right?
Something your kids are really gonna like.
So
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
I was considering it. Maybe I will do it eventually, like when the game goes on to sale, or a little bit
Watch
cheaper.
me blow the lid off this joint.
But yeah,
Whatever
just
you
some of the
say.
feedback in the community didn't seem particularly sort of like great about the platinum. I could be wrong though. It could have changed a little bit and may not be as hard as people
Oh,
say.
shit.
But I feel like the Demon Slayer game, right, I think looks really good. Like I've been playing it off stream as well a little bit. Like I just feel like if if you're playing a game that looks as good as Demon Slayer, then you get to something like JJK where it's just doesn't look as nice. It can kind of like, I don't know, be a bit jarring. Kind of like setting the standard high for a game. Oh, we just got a trophy there. Doc's Legacy. We got the notebook back from Biff. I think as well, like the Jujutsu Kaisen game would be it looks like it suits the Nintendo Switch a lot more better than like a PlayStation in a way. If that makes sense. Like I know you can like stream the game like to a PlayStation Portal and play it handheld, but can I not?
After all the trouble
Oh, there we go. I was trying to press X to get in, it wasn't letting me in.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Alright, I need to have a look in this notebook.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
I'm actually dead confused here. What?
Doc?
See, that's so confusing. I was trying to press X on the car and it just wasn't letting me. Yeah, so like I was mid train of thought there. It looks like if you played it on a Switch, right? It looks like it would just suit a Switch because it's obviously not the highest quality games on the Switch, sadly. So it looks appropriate for that. It's kind of like Crisis Core. I was super excited when that got like remastered a little bit and came to like home consoles, and it did actually play really well. But I could definitely see like, yeah, this would be a lot better like on the on my PSP. Well, not better, but I don't know. It's just some games are just kind of built a bit differently opposed to consoles, I find.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Alright, what time do we want to go to? Tape recorder, maybe? Pan, do you have the platinum for Jujutsu Kaisen?
Automatic retrieval?
So are you recommending it because you've done it yourself, or you just want to see somebody go through the torture that's not you? The platinum. What game do I want to platinum next? I've got so many on the go at the minute. Realistically, which one's going to be the first one I'd platinum next?
He's in trouble.
Could be Back to the Future, or it could be Demon Slayer. Either one of those two is probably going to be my next platinum, and then also Final Fantasy 16. I'm just running a playthrough offline on that because it's quite long. So yeah, I'm working on Back to the Future, Demon Slayer, and Final Fantasy 16. I'm all like working on those simultaneously. So whichever one pops first, I'm not really too fussy.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Alright, we got it.
When to look for Doc.
Okay, so that doesn't help us with the dates.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
So yeah, I also actually picked up earlier today the Crisis trilogy. So I got 2 and 3. I know in like the video on my channel I absolutely like slated the first Crisis game, but I think the other two slightly improve, hopefully. So they'll
I can
probably
use
be
those to
streamed
enter
at
a
some
date
point as
into the
well
time
within like the
series.
next month or
Once
so,
I know when to look for Doc,
because they're quite like fast-paced like games.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Should we just exit this? I don't think we're... Yeah.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Oh wait, let me use item. Use item and press
What do you
X on
know
the
about
dog.
this shoe, Einie?
There we go. Right, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Great Scott. I think
It's
he's
making
onto
sense.
something.
So yeah, I mean this game's 10 hours to do. I don't know how many hours Demon Slayer takes to platinum. I mean I'm already like a good few hours into it. And getting the S ranks
Okay, now we're
isn't
getting somewhere.
so bad yet. I think the last fight is quite difficult
How's this
though.
supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
I mean I think Demon Slayer's platinum is probably about the same. Probably about another 10 hours I'd say potentially.
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now.
And then I don't know how many hours I've got left in Final Fantasy 16. Probably a lot on that replay
Einstein,
through.
come on.
I was trying to play or get the platinum for Fallout 4 as well, just following the hype from the TV show. Not to make a video, just to clean up the platinum because I've got like a lot of it. I just needed to do like a handful of trophies that are easy to get. But I deleted my save file, so I have to restart Fallout 4 again, which isn't the worst thing in the world because I've forgotten like what it's about, sort of thing. But yeah, it's just a very long process, sort of going up and playing another full game. So I think another offline game I'll be playing when I'm chilling is Fallout 4. Because I was kind of doing the same with GTA 5, like I was grinding that just in my like downtime, which wasn't like creating content. Oh, it's hard to S rank in your Nintendo. I mean, to be fair though, like the Switch like controller, that like it's pretty much like a PlayStation controller, I'd say. So I'd assume they like play the same. So I'd expect it to be just as hard on console or on the PlayStation 5.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
It's not very nice about the dog. I think that's like a friendly dog.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan.
Tea and candy
I
isn't the
try not to
worst
jump to
reward.
conclusions, but
I'd be
after
pretty
all,
happy with that
9
chat,
out
would
of
you?
10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Ah, you still need
Have a
to
seat,
get
Sneak.
S ranks and everything. Yeah, think I'm about to go on to chapter 4, and everything so far has been S ranked. So I'm making sure that I do it all, so I don't have to go back.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100
That is
years
quite a
ago.
sick moustache.
That's not how
If
I
anybody
remember.
remembers from a few months ago, we just got a trophy, Fate in Flux. That is for hearing about the curious fate of Marshall Strickland. Nice. So yeah, there's quite a lot of missable trophies in this game so far. Yeah, no, you see that guy's mustache? Like, I grew one a few months ago and it was like pretty big, but I don't understand how people get it like all the way down here.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
Yeah, it would
I'll
be.
be right
I saw
back,
like the
Mrs.
characters,
T.
they're DLC for
Don't touch
the
anything.
entertainment arc. I guess I don't know how difficult it would be to build that into the game. That's my only question. I don't really know how DLC works. I mean, I guess the assets are pretty much like they would look pretty much
Andy
similar
looks older than I
um
am.
for that arc. So I don't see why they wouldn't
Hey, mind if
add
I
it
use
in
your
as like
binoculars
paid
for a sec?
DLC unless they were trying to make another game. But I don't really think there's enough content
Man, these are
to
powerful.
make another
I can
like
see
if
Biff going
it
into the
like it is
video
very
store.
much suited to DLC.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches.
Or they just won't
He's
add
nothing
anything.
but an out of control hedonist.
'Cause
Just like
it's weird
his
when like
mother.
an anime game comes out because
If
it's
there's a clue to find a
there's
doc out
still
there, I'm
like
not
the anime
saying
is still
I
current,
don't
it's
even know
still
where to
being
start
made.
looking.
Like Demon Slayer is still at the like start of like the manga pretty much. Like it's not that far, there's still so much more to go. And it's the same with like
Don't
Jujutsu
touch
Kaisen.
those. My
So it's like it must be very
newspapers are
difficult to
in
make a game
pristine condition
where it's
and
just
meticulously
you're
organized.
basically just doing the intro
That's
to
when
it.
some
It's like
street
like the Attack on
puppet
Titan
trample
games
over them.
were interesting. Not that I've played them, but there's like two parts to it. Like they done a part 1 and then the part 2 literally just repeats all of the first game but adds on like I don't know up to the Beast Titan or wherever. But they still would need to cover like the final season of it.
Miss Strickland?
So yeah, it would be super cool to add the entertainment district. Is there like any confirmed news of when they're meant to be
Yes.
adding in that?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe. Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
These characters give me like is it Tim Burton with like the
Yes,
Nightmare
I
Before Christmas
remember.
or just
I
like
lost it in
the
a
I
scuffle
don't know
with
like the
a
weird
dog.
looking
When was
realistic characters
Oh,
like
yes.
kind of like
The
bigger
day
heads.
that
They're giving me this vibe.
speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so
But welcome if you're just
surprised.
joining the stream as well. If you're signed into
New
YouTube, feel free to
generation
join the
doesn't
live chat. I
hold
promise you that we don't
copyright
bite.
on
And if you're also
moral
signed in, why not
depravity,
drop us a
you know.
like and subscribe as well
Sin has been
if
on
you're
the
tuning in.
prowl in
We're
Hill Valley
playing
since
Back to the
Ted
Future,
was founded.
a delisted game actually. So you can't actually buy this game anymore unless you purchase the physical copy of it. So it's kind of a rare game potentially.
Don't romanticize
So that's what we're going through today on our platinum journey. Hopefully we can get through episode 1 before I go offline in about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll be jumping off at 8 so I can go watch some
Don't let
some
me keep you
football.
from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing
Is Kleenex a real brand? I swear that's a real brand. Are they like? Can they just name drop it? Have they got like a kind of promotion going on?
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
Props fan, see you in a
That
bit.
was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of
I should probably
history,
watch like the Back to the Future films maybe. I would say this weekend, but I'm streaming it again on Saturday. But like I should definitely take some time to watch because it would probably be beneficial for me to kind of understand like a bit more of the backstory and context.
Used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Okay, can we exit this now?
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
I do have to apologize. If there's a hint thing, what's this? What's this guy doing sniffing around? Is it 1932? I just saw that on the wall.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
Yeah, like I
That
like.
must have happened before.
If there's hints, I'm just gonna use them to speed up the process. I'm not gonna
Don't
lie.
look at me. I'm far too
It's-
old for you.
It can be funny to watch somebody struggle, but I'd be struggling for hours, and I don't really want to do that. Like, why would I know to turn the radiator?
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd.
Interesting way to
Location
figure
exposed.
out.
Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Oh no, you silly boy.
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out!
See, I don't actually feel that bad about that because old people love puzzles, right? They love puzzles, so I've just given her some entertainment for her weekend, right? You're welcome, Mrs. Strickland. You're welcome.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my
Hey, the
life
dad
could
seems to be in
understand
on it.
that.
That's quite cool.
You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Okay. Time, date.
I've got to turn on the time circuits first.
Oh, we have to turn on the circuits. Okay. I'll tell you what, the thing that is a little bit janky about this is the like movement of selecting things that you want to do.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before.
Aiden has to return the
You know what you're doing, Doc.
What did you have for dinner, Aiden? Or have you got your? Did you eat your dinner, or did you just get it and now you're eating it watching YouTube? What's the dealy do? Refund? What do you mean? What do you mean by refund? Hey, chicken and rice, big up. That's honestly one of my favourite meals, just because it's so simple to make. But you can obviously do like a lot of different things with it as well. I know, chicken and rice is a W meal. I mean, it does be like that sometimes. You, depending if you're busy and stuff, you can also forget to eat. I remember being at uni as well. I probably should have spent my money on other things, and I remember like not eating for a bit. Like I just have a bit of lettuce or something on a rabbit diet. Surely you could have parked a little bit closer. Like 2 miles is... Oh, back in time, trophy unlocked. Travel back to rescue dock. Like surely you could have time traveled like somewhere else, no? not somewhere else, but like somewhere a bit closer. Like 2 miles would take you, I don't know, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes to walk. Maybe a bit over. Like, no way it was like dark and light. He's done like a 2-hour hike. Chat, if you could go back in time, do you think you would? Like, and like, when I say back in time, you can only go back in time to like your like town where you're living, like your area. I would be quite interested to see like what my area looked like. You wouldn't. I mean, not, like Aiden, you can come back. You don't have to live there.
Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
I just think it'd be like super cool. So I saw a picture as well. I think it was last night actually. It was of like a sketch of like London from like a bird's eye view, and then obviously like what it looks like today. I just thought it was like wow, like oh, I mean obviously it's gonna look different, but I just thought it was very interesting.
Right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter,
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin.
Oh wait, you wouldn't go to the future either?
Standing youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still
I don't know. I think I might, you know.
Plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and
I think it's
debauchery?
an interesting thing, like. Yeah, no, I think I'd definitely go to the future. Probably just like end up doing a Futurama and staying there. Not gonna lie.
Smithereens, just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around.
But like if I was doing like time travel forward, I'd want to do it like maybe thousands of years, so there's like space travel or something.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better. Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Have they all
Is
got
this
like the
wretched
same
creature
character
yours, or
models
he
for their
assaulted me
heads?
once before?
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must
Like
be
their
kept on leash
foreheads
at
just
all
all look
times. It's
huge,
the
like they're all
law.
the
Look it
same.
up.
Actually, to be fair, that probably makes sense because somebody showed all of like the Dragon Ball Z characters, right? And they literally had like every single character like bald and then just put on the different hairstyles. And I was like, wow, that is my childhood ruined. So we need to find Doc.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Oh, hi Bob. Trophy unlocked. Name checked the Back to the Future creators. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like another little Easter egg in there. Nice to see they're doing that with their trophies. Okay. So let's just see where the boss is. Courthouse, the other side of the road.
Where is the jail in 1931 anyway?
Just gonna assume it's this way. No? Wait, did it say it was in the courthouse? Is this the way? I'm confused by that. Oh my word. It's funny how the evolution of Telltale games has happened. Like if you look at the very last Walking Dead game, which I don't actually think is their last like most recent game. I think they've done like The Expanse, which when I last checked was still being released. It may all be out now, but it's like a sci-fi title, maybe worth picking up. But the police station, nice. The sort of like the evolution, like this doesn't let you turn the camera, so it is kind of like annoying. But like you look at like the very last Walking Dead game, it's like you can run. There's kind of like an open world, like crazy. I was seeing rumors as well that there may be a new Walking Dead Telltale game, which would be pretty sick.
Doc,
What are you doing here?
you sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
So this must be like
We don't
Back
need
to
a
the Future
plan.
4 then.
We
I think this
don't.
must be like
Not
set
in the
after.
slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right? But what?
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Okay. Interesting little bit of dialogue there. Okay. Right, into the soup kitchen we go. Got the soup kitchen. Let's get some food. Are we hungry? Some of the controls are like a little bit delayed. Kind of annoying.
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right.
I wonder if like
What are you looking
hats
at,
like
punk?
that will ever make a comeback, because obviously now we're into like just like baseball cap kind of things and like sports caps,
Sorry, kid. I'll just
and also like kind of the Peaky Blinders like cap is coming back in, like what the chef was wearing.
Yes.
That hat's
But like
too
the other
flashy.
hats just don't really
You
seem to be in
better let me
fashion.
hold
Like
on to it.
I don't know. Anything can happen with fashion. Like nobody thought that baggy jeans were gonna be cool
Don't
again.
come out until I give you the all
Um,
clear.
I don't know. Do you think the hat
If
is
even
the
one of you
fedora
wants to
hat's gonna make a
plus two
comeback?
without your fingers, I dumped that wimp into the lake. Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
That seems like a very firm no there, Aiden. For them not. I mean, I think I'm likely to agree with you, unless it's like a fancy dress party.
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse.
Okay, where do we need to go now? To the courthouse. Man's looking like Oliver Twist, yeah, nah. Right, get me out of here. Okay, this. I think we're gonna have to go all the way up to the courthouse, right? It didn't let me. I think I have to go like all the way around. I think. Man, these controls are pissed. Jeez.
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Okay. That's it. We're gonna have to walk through the grass bit, but like when I walked through there before we went to like the jail, it just was blocked. I wonder how we're gonna get there. Oh my goodness, these controls are killing me. Yeah. I can't lie, I think I'm gonna actually just play this with the D-pad. Seems to control a bit better in some instances. Oh, we can walk around. Silly old me. I thought we was locked into just walking the path.
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him.
Okay, into the courthouse.
Don't touch those. These
I
are
think
very
that's our
sensitive
guy.
documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Is that the doctor? That's like the Doctor Younger, right? Try recording his mutterings. What the fuck does that mean? Where did he even go as well?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
In the recent update for Final Fantasy 16, they reduced the cooldown time for the amount of times you can pet the dog. And I can only help but think that is probably one of the best quality of life updates a game has ever implemented. Just letting you pet Torgal, like, super quick.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Or do we...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
I'm pretty sure those documents are about his future self. If
So Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends.
I'm right,
On
I don't know.
weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
I'm a simple man.
Monday night.
It can be confusing to my little peanut brain.
So I probably won't get off before 10.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Now if H stands for...
Will you just give me a chance?
How many times are we gonna have to
Mr. Corleone?
interact with him?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill
So is all
Valley
this
has ever
dialogue
seen.
like
The only people scared of Judge
hopefully
Brown are people with a dark
needed?
secret to hide.
It said like we needed to
I don't
record
have a
him or
dark secret to
something.
hide.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
We need to record him. We got. Aha.
Nah. I don't think so.
H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally...
How do we use this? Oh wait.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Or do we take H to stand for Hermitian line operator? H to the... think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many Newtons are required to maintain a constant...
Okay, so I need to go and play these back to the doctor himself to make understand that. These controls are very questionable at times. Trying to like position yourself well without a camera angle would be a little bit crazy. Okay, up to the window.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's
You just see him in the background,
Just
like
tell me
moving
this
through the
other
courthouse.
was the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
It will be. It will be very interesting to see how like much the time travel theories hold up, like whether they're like what kind of validity they have. Because obviously, I mean, time travel isn't necessarily proven, so.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied
Just trying to think what we need to. Need to go now. We didn't. I don't think we even got the answer, did we?
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many...
Nah. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands.
I think this is that's the right answer.
I better tell young Doc the solution to that formula before I forget it.
Alright, out you come, buddy. I need to have a word with you.
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Alright, mate. I got it. You didn't need to go through the long explanation. Not gonna be able to catch him up now, I don't think. Shit. Oh, the controls, no! So I think we just chat to him.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Oh. Please get to him in time.
Will you just give me a chance?
There we go.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Trophy unlocked. Hello, young friend.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
How long until we complete this episode? I did consider chatting to this lady here, just standing here.
Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And,
Quite the good investigative reporter.
I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that
See,
run
this
the town.
game is
Makes me so mad I could
pretty
spit.
slow.
Though
I'm gonna
there's
keep it a
wood,
buck
there's an
50.
ordinance against it, and it's so
And
Yeah, I can help you deliver
I don't
soup.
think it makes
I
the
donate
best
a lot of
viewing
time to
content.
charities.
Not gonna lie.
Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
So I
Now, hold
don't.
your horses, let's
I
not
said
get
I'd stream this again on Saturday, but I may actually change my Saturday game to something else.
But if you're all connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
Because I'm thinking about like the
let me know when they're
structure
running low on soup.
of like the video of like revisiting all of these games, and
Matter of fact, I do know a
I
local
think it would just
charity
be
that's running low
bored.
on
Like
soup.
it's very difficult to.
The insane asylum.
Those
Asylum.
inmates are crazy for soup.
Yeah, I just think it's, making a video on a Telltale game could actually be quite difficult because the trophy is literally just play it. I'm conscious that you may not want to.
Just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Wow, she's kind of a bitch, low-key. Is that beer or soup? So yeah, I may just like restructure the entire format on the video and just give more like a retrospective and a bit of like a history, like kind of video. So I'm assuming we just follow her, right? Down this way if possible.
Psst, Doc.
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Where you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer.
2020s, you know, big up.
Me and Jennifer.
I was gonna say though, don't they go to like the 2020s? Like we've already passed the Back to the Future dates in real life now.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Oh, plausible explanation trophy. Discover the origin of the new DeLorean. Nice.
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Well, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
You know what? I feel like I've messed up where to send her. I feel like I should have sent her to the lab, but I didn't see the lab as an option. Maybe she'll respawn.
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup.
Bozos. I love that word. I didn't realise it was such a historic word.
Post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
So we're gonna need to get one of them barrels. Goodbye. Is there a way to like get to the back door? What? Oh, okay. Interesting. Ah, surely we can squeeze through there. Come on, my man.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
See if this guy's got any good ideas.
So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Good lad. How's a guy not even hearing?
Keep that door open without some help.
Like, how? I think this guy can help us. Emmett is not.
To him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Don't want to mess up his timeline.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
My man's got attitude.
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
I wonder if the chili, if he takes too much chili, it will, he'll eat some. Really still don't know how this...
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Come on, man, I need your help.
I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail. Maybe not.
So I definitely need to have that across to stop the guy walking in, but what's the...
Eureka!
Alright, let's...
Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that...
Okay,
Not sure what that... Not sure what that...
No, I was holding the wrong
Pretty neat,
thing.
Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now. Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
don't understand what, like, do we just go through the back door?
In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity?
You think we can go through the back door?
Gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels?
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Can we take the invention and use it?
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
Well, I just don't understand what...
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
How on earth?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Okay, so let's send him over to...
What is it, kid?
So let's tell him to go put something in it and move him away.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
No idea what that door holder thing was meant to do. I wonder how much salt you'd need to put in to like a large soup. Would you use like a massive...
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Okay, we're cooking.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Oh, that was such a difficult puzzle. Jesus, it wasn't even that hard.
Boss, you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Okay, where did she go to? Ah, there she is.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society.
Okay, so we need to make sure we send this to the right location.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is
But I'm
running
having to
low
go
on soup.
through that
Does somebody
again.
need a visit from my soup cycle?
Which... Is it a rest home? Where, Well, I don't want to deliver it to the wrong place. That's what I did last time.
The rest home.
No idea if this is the right
It's way
choice.
past their bedtime.
You asked
Oh.
me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can handle.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The farm for unwanted children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from
Just-
my soup cycle?
The insane asylum.
No, too much soup makes them nervous.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society, but I'm afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting space.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Oh man, I have no idea about this.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas.
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say
Actually-
no?
Look, what's the
I
worst
can't-
thing that can happen to me on this
I'm
job?
seeing a guide on this because I completely missed out some of the steps that
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing
I've
compared to what
done.
I'll
It's
get if
you
I
need
mouth
to get
off
the
my
woman to
pop.
interact with this guy, but
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course! Because he was a patent officer just like you.
We got anything in our inventory? Nada. I need to obviously say something else to her, but I don't know what. I thought I went through all of the dialogue.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
I know a place where the Stay
Here
Sober
we
Society
go.
can meet.
Oh, where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
I got a book.
Cool, finally. Oh wait,
Hey, Miss Strickland.
do we still
Hello,
need
Mr.
to...
Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting
So we're
of the
gonna
Stay
send it to the
Sober
Stay
Society
Sober.
is due to begin
Check.
very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Now we need to
Does
deliver
somebody
it
need a visit from my soup cycle?
to the place she's
Stay
going.
Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments.
Crazy the loops and hoops you need to go through for that. Jeez. Right, we're there.
Huh? Oh, wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it?
I know one
Alcohol
thing
run your
for
drill, right?
absolute
Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us
certain
get our hands on any of their hooch, but
is
we
that
get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us.
I don't
and deliver it
think
right to your door.
No, out of the question.
I will
I
ever
can't just let strangers invade my parents' house.
be
What do you know
streaming
about these
a Telltale game.
They're sober. It says
I
so
don't.
right in the name.
This has probably
Okay,
been.
but
I'm
how
not saying
big is
that
this piece of pie
I'm
at
a
the end of
sick
the day?
streamer,
This meeting is
but
sure
when
to be
there's
too
just
noisy
nothing
for-
really going on in the game,
So get your dad a pair of earplugs.
it's really
Tell my
hard
father
to
wear
sort of
earplugs?
talk about it. And I know that
They'll be quiet. You'll be
it
quiet.
almost gives the
Oh, yes.
opportunity for like
Play my
lots of
tambourine
discussions to
very
potentially
softly.
happen because it is kind of,
Yes.
I don't know, like a simple or boring game, but it's like, for instance, I needed to work out what was going on there.
But I promise Miss Strickland.
So
it means
yeah,
so
like
much to
I
her.
think more actiony games, like there's
Think of the Stay Sober Society.
a lot that
What happened to
happens and
them?
it's probably a bit more funnier to see.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait. You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are.
It's really
Emmett
weird
Brown.
that like this young guy is like really like highly
have such
strung,
a
and then he
righteous
probably turns into that
face.
old crazy guy. Well, not crazy in that sense,
Edna
but
Strickland. I don't know
wacky,
how to
wacky
thank you for
crazy
your
guy.
generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena,
Junior
and we're
bootlegger badge.
off to
Managed to
build
get the
the rocket
alcohol
ship.
delivered to Emmett.
Get my
Trophy
patent?
unlocked.
Yeah, your patent.
Cool. No idea who is Kid Tannen. Need to speak to him. Where do we think Kid Tannen is? I think I can't be in there. Maybe the doctor will know.
Psst, Doc. Guess what? In order to free up your younger self to complete the rocket drill, I'm gonna have to serve my own grandfather with a subpoena.
Great Scott!
Actually, his name's Arthur. He's Kid Tannen's accountant.
Marty, whatever you do, it's vitally important that you don't alter your grandfather's future in any meaningful way. The consequences...
Could be catastrophic. I know, got it. What's the story with this Kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. Hang in there, Doc.
Need to give this subpoena out. I need to find a guy to give it to. There's not many places he can be. Surely he's just on the other side of this road if it lets me walk over there.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here!
Get out of here.
Huh?
Beat a
I'm
toots.
sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
My mistake.
Yeah, you're a mistake, all right, meathead. And keep an eye on Trixie. That broad's going all squirrely on me.
You got it, kid.
Well, you're gonna stand there like an okie, or you're gonna shine my shoes?
Shiny shoes, eh? See if that.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee, and he's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Never mind. How's that? Shiny enough?
Yeah, that'll do. Stay nearby, though. I scuff easy. Wait a minute. Didn't I see you at the jailhouse, John, with that Carl Sagan rat?
I'm trying to think where the office is gonna be. Because we can't go up. He's gonna get his shoes shited. So it's gotta be down. But I will actually be leaving in just a few moments, as I still think we're not going to be able to complete this episode, because I think there's still probably about 20 to 30 minutes, and seeming as I'm not doing very well on this, it's probably going to be a bit longer, because I have no idea where I'm going either. Yeah, no idea where this office is, so I'm gonna need
I'll never
to.
get my grandpa's hat back while Tannen's eating those peanuts.
Oh, I need to get his hat back off of that guy. Is there something in my inventory that can be used?
No screw-ups tonight, you get me? I don't want this thing turning into another Shingle Springs fiasco.
It's all under control, boss.
Well?
Doesn't have to make him. I need to get that hat right. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to do this. Which makes so yeah. Well, I'm just like I've pulled up
So one more thing about
a different guide, and it's sort of I've done things in the wrong order.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
I don't know if that was the right option or not.
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Okay, this is spiraling out of control. Oh, hey, what a little twist and turn. Jeez, look at that.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen. Hey!
Did he just stand in dog shit?
Al, fix me up.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football.
Okay, so as soon as this cutscene ends, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I do really apologize for the kind of lackluster stream. I don't know what I was actually expecting. I thought it may have been a bit more entertaining, but it has been a lot of, I don't know. It's always the way with Telltale games, right? It's like this is just what it is. And as well, it doesn't help that I'm trying to walk the other way. It really doesn't help that I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I've kind of got guides up, but it's very sort of difficult to engage or be engaging when you're like looking at other things. Like, for instance, here I should be able to go off screen and like walk over for the subpoena.
My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
So yeah, it's kind of frustrating actually that I can't figure this out, but it is what it is. That is going to be me for today's stream. We're back on Thursday evening for some Demon Slayer, which is going to be super exciting, and also some Demon Slayer on Friday. So do apologize for the very lackluster stream. It was just purely more of a B-roll kind of thing, and it's also allowed me through this somewhat mistaken way of playing this, how it's probably not the most interesting content for a video as well. But with all of that said, back on Thursday. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video if you're watching, signed in and whatnot, and subscribe if you're new. Turn the notifications on, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye. Thank you.